Big old full suspension Marin is BB92, and it's one of these kind. If you want to come on in here, you can see that it's a solid tube all the way through, as you can see right there, rather than having like carbon on either side and being kind of a void inside. There's a lot of them like this. The Ibis, a lot of the Ibis bikes are like this. You name it, all the Yetis, all the SBs are like that. There's one danger with a bottom bracket structure like this, and that is once you get past these outsides right here, they're not real careful about this dimension here. Sometimes it can be bigger, great. Sometimes it can be smaller, and the way that I find that out is I go ahead and I measure with an inside mic, and I go ahead and I take a measurement, and then I go in here and I take another measurement, and then I go in a little bit deeper and take another measurement. And I did all that, and what did I find? I find that there is a considerable reduction in diameter on the inside of this bottom bracket. Now, I'm not recommending that you do what I'm about to do because it's not for everybody. And if you see what I'm about to do, because I'm going to use this right here, Dremel tool, to open this up inside. Obviously, I'm not going to be touching these outer edges, the outer like 10 millimeters or half inch of this bottom bracket shell, because that's what's necessary for the press fit interface. Now, and in order to not mess those areas up, I went ahead and I've put some tape mark on here so I know if I went too deep, see that it's stopping me before I go there, and then I know when to stop here. Now, some people are going to be like, oh, I'm afraid that's going to violate my warranty. Then don't do it. It's really that simple. Or if you say, well, that looks crazy, don't do it. This video is not for you. But there's plenty of you out there who've had a lot of problems with these systems, and you want a real solution, so you want to use the one-piece bottom bracket system, and this is the only way you're going to get it done. Because if there's a reduction of diameter on the inside, the bottom bracket will never pass through there. You can't just squeeze it through there. It's not just going to like expand like a Chinese finger trap. It's not going to work that way. It's just going to get lodged in there, and you're going to be dead in the water, and you're going to have to do this anyway. All right, and one more thing. This right here, this piece, this structure is solid. There is no way I'm going to be able to like sand through it. Okay? Now, the carbon is going to come off very rapidly, so I do want to check on the diameter as I go. So I'm going to go ahead and fire up the vacuum, because I don't want to breathe this stuff. To go ahead and check this out. You guys probably noticed that I wasn't just sawing back and forth, you know what I mean? I wasn't using this like back and forth plunging action. I was just rotating, I was just orbiting it on the inside of here, and I was just taking it off a little bit by a little bit, as you can see right there. All right, it's not going to come off like super even. It's going to come off pretty darn even, but don't forget, this really doesn't matter in here as long as the diameter is larger all the way through, except on the edges where it needs to be, 40.97, everything's going to be gravy. So this is how I'm going to check it. I'm going to put the inside mic in here to all the way over to this side, and I'm going to open it up until it is in the measurement position. And all I'm going to do is grab it and drag it back. And you see how it got loose right away, and then when it gets to the other side, all of a sudden it's tight. So tight that I actually have to loosen it up to get it out. So there you go. That is done. It is really that easy.